EJ Spark here. Today we got Joey Badass Head High, produced by Static Selektah for you. Of course, I gotta react to Joey Badass. I really think that Joey Badass has solidified himself in at least, bare minimum, the top 50 greatest hip-hop artists of all time, just due to his penmanship and storytelling abilities. Also was very excited to see that Static Selektah produce this track, because I truly think like Static Selektah is one of the best pure raw hip-hop producers around right now. I would even put him up there with the likes of, you know, producers like Hit Boy and Alchemist. So without further ado, let's just hop right into this. Joey Badass Head High Skadoosh. Static's got those beautiful strings.
Time waits for no man. Life is but a two-step slow jam. Dancing with the devil, trying not to lose my balance. Gotta own it, cause you never know when could be your last. Time breathing.
I love that Joey Badass is still so humble, being such a big hip-hop star. I mean, these are some humble bars right here. You know, dancing with the devil, try not to lose my balance. Obviously, when you're a celebrity in Hollywood, like, it's probably gonna feel like you're dancing with the devil sometimes, so he's still trying to keep his head straight. You know, he says live in the moment, every second, gotta own it, because you never know when it could be your last. And that just shows me that Joey Badass is still a very humble man, and I love seeing that from him.
See your whole life in the flash. Best friends love in your casket. From the stories never end with no happily ever afters.
Pressure on his shoulders make him gotta grow faster. Obviously a kid with maybe no parents, something like that. I think he's talking about the son. Like, obviously when you're living without a parent or two, you definitely take on a lot more responsibilities growing up. And he says where he's from, no happily ever afters. And you know, those trials and tribulations are tough.
The natural disaster, the cycle in the loop. Don't be caught up in the rapture. They want to see us either dead or captured. So I hold my head.
Yeah, great verse from Joey Badass right there. Obviously, like I said, penmanship is always there. The couple bars that I also really liked at the end here is broken families forced to start new chapters, natural disasters cycle in a loop. You know, like just these families that become so broken, you know, they get better, and then sometimes it does just cycle around and around, and there just becomes a breaking point for some families. But it's those trials and tribulations that you just have to break that cycle and try to get to that next level.
Hugging the black, but the black ain't hugging back. So we hold our head high. Yeah, we gon' keep this heat close. Took a trip to my...
Great hook right there. Pure raw hip hop, 4 bars back to back that repeat each other, you know, no melodies. Joey Badass is someone that's going to keep hip hop and rap alive. I know he has, you know, some melodic songs and he can sing, but for the most part, he is raw hip hop.
To meet up with this kid by the name of X, had to go to him cause he was on house arrest. He offered me his place to stay, thank you, but I declined. When he played me his album, I told him what he was missing. It had me reminiscing, had me thinking about Steelo, now that I can see it. So I hold my head high.
Joey's a great storyteller. I mean, what can you say? Listen to that verse and tell me he's not a great storyteller. Obviously, I think this song, like, he mentions a couple people that have passed away, and he mentions just how much he values life. And they say, you never know what you got till it's gone. And I feel like people pass on, you think about their memory and you think about things that they taught you while they were still here. He even says he was reminiscent, thinking about Steelo now that he can see his vision. So, you know, when people pass on, sometimes it just hits you hard here and you kind of take on a piece of them, you know, their ideas and their values, and sometimes you definitely apply them to your life to help keep their spirit alive.
So we hold our head high till they put us below. Hugging the black, but the black ain't hug us back.
Great song. I absolutely love this as a Joey Badass single. If this is what his next album sounds like, I'm all here for it. And you know, this Static Selektah production is pretty amazing. I love the strings that he has in the instrumental. It gives it an ambiance that only, you know, a Static Selektah beat could have. Definitely a little more old school sounding. You have that string plucking that's really nice in the background. I think he had some choir vocals in there, and it gives it that little bit of an atmospheric vibe while still keeping that pure raw hip-hop feel that helps elevate Joey Badass's lyricism to that whole other level that you're looking for in a Joey Badass song. So I definitely hope this is going on Joey Badass's next album. I hope that he's going to release an album soon. I find it that artists these days, they release singles a lot closer to their official album release date than they used to. You know, you think back to the 2000s, even just a decade ago, that people would release a single and then not release an album for a few months later. But today, you know, people release a single and they'll release an album a week or two after that. So I'm hoping that's the case, because I'm really craving some new Joey Badass, really craving that storytelling and just that introspective rap that definitely, unfortunately, seems to be fading a little bit from hip hop, but definitely not overall. You know, people like Joey Badass, you know, I just think of like Freddie Gibbs, anyone in Griselda, just keeping that absolutely alive, and I love it. But what did you think of Head High with Joey Badass, produced by Static Selektah? Let me know what you think of the lyrics, the song as a whole, and the production. Thank you so much for coming by. If you liked the video, hit a like and subscribe to the channel if you love talking music, making music, and listening to music just as much as I do. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at EJSpark1, and as always, you know what it is. It's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ, out.